Hey everyone. So, some more information has come to my attention and I wanted to share it. So, Frederick Anderson of the Carolina Hurricanes, who are now going to the Stanley Cup Finals versus the Las Vegas Golden Knights, which are, of course, the birth and death places of Kyle Busch. Take that however you want. So, Freddie is the goaltender, of course, for the Carolina Hurricanes. He's number 31. He is a ex-Toronto Maple Leaf. There are times where this goaltender was amazing, and then there were times where you were like, holy fuck, get this guy off my team. So he's had some kind of controversy about, making sure he can be the man under pressure. Just like Mitch is getting the same kind of heat and attention because he never did it in Toronto, right? So anyway, Freddie earns his respect and his team presents him with the MVP of Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, of course, this happens around the league. All the teams, I believe, have some kind of MVP after the games, after you win. And they each have their own item that they would use. It's for the Leafs, I know it's a belt, and for other teams, it's belts. I think the San Jose Sharks use like this big giant thing they had built. And it just so happens to be in Carolina, they use a rope. Well, a rope is what you would use to off yourself, which is what just happened with Claude Lemieux, who just happens to be Frederik Andersen's agent. Because Claude Lemieux, after his playing career, became an agent. Now, I forgot about that until it was presented my way last night. So I thought that was very odd that Frederick is receiving a reward that's a rope, and one of his best friends, apparently, these guys were really tight, had just offed himself. And that makes you think, why would a player who's rich as all imagination couldn't imagine, why would a player like that just off himself? Especially now he's an agent, so he's making even more money. Why wouldn't that person use that money and go deal with their mental health? Right? So a reminder, and this is where it hit me as I was recording this earlier, that this hit me and I was like, holy shit, But anyway, here we go. So Claude Lemieux, or refresher, was the ritual presenter of the Flame in the very first game of this series in Montreal at the Bell Center. When I said Bell Center in my previous recording, I lost it. I was like, I can't believe I didn't think of that. The bell has rung. I just fucking talked about bells. So I don't know what all this means. Okay? I don't know what it all means, but it obviously is hinting at ice, right? We've talked about ice now a few times. Ice hockey. It's hinting at ice. And then they find out the Kitchener Rangers, win this Memorial Cup. But I didn't even know we were in the Memorial Cup. But we won? Oh, good for us. Oh, the MVP's number 23? Oh, that's 32 backwards. And it's just more hockey. So more ice. I don't know what it is. Something's hinting at ice, 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 ice to me. And then, just to add more ice to the fucking juice here for everybody, to get my point across, and I don't know anything about this because I haven't looked into it, but the Trump event coming up, somebody said it was at a mall. I don't know what mall. But all the presenters backed out except for Vanilla Ice. Well, of course. Alright. That one's crazy, right? Bye. I thought about this after I had stopped recording, but I didn't want to delete and do everything over, so I'm just going to add it. So the ritual in Montreal is them walking the Flame into the Bell Center and presenting the ice with fire, which of course then has the audience's eyes see the ice surface on fire, which would represent ice melting. So that got me thinking, what would they need to melt the ice for? Because it's definitely not what I said in my previous video. So what could they possibly need to unfreeze? Maybe something that they froze a very long time ago because it was, super evil and needed to be frozen so that humanity could live in peace. But then some evil humans figured it out and wanted to see it for themselves, so here we are now in 2026 trying to melt everything to release the evil. And I've said this in the past, so I'll just add it here in this video, that at the end of I Pet Goat 2, you can see he comes out of the church drops as if it's almost ice, and this little demon devil looking dude shakes loose from the ice. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.